It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome. Glad you could join us here on 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the Portland Trailblazers up against the Memphis Grizzlies at FedEx Forum. Well, for the Grizzlies, they're not satisfied with the record over the last 10 games. Under 500 basketball, just not good enough. Looking to improve tonight. And Damian Lillard has been in the top tier of point guards ever since he came into the league. You never hear much about him being the best point guard, but he has to be right up there. I mean, he's got to be right up. No, but he's got to be right up there.
Yeah, he's underrated, though. The fans underrate him.
The point I'm trying to make, Kenny, if you let me finish, he's got to be right up there.
Okay, I thought you said
Is he got to be right up there?
He's up there. I'm just saying that we don't hear about him being the best because he's not.
He's not.
But he is close. He is close. He's in the top.
Kind of reminds me of what I said. He's up there.
He's up there.
How close is he up there?
I mean, he's up there pretty close. He gets overlooked by the media, and but he's as good as any scorer at the point guard position in the league. He's up there.
Thank you for joining us. I hope you found this entertaining.
He's not the best, though.
He's up there.
If you didn't find it entertaining, I hope at least you found it time-consuming. Here's Kevin Harlan.
It's an all-Western Conference matchup in today's game as the Trailblazers come into town for this one. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. You look at Memphis, still trying to find that groove they had last year. They'd like to grab hold of some new momentum and get closer to where they were a season ago.
And for the Grizzlies, what a slow start they've gotten off to. At least they have enough time to still get things going here in the right direction.
They do have time, and they do have talent. There's no question they've got some very gifted players, but they haven't been playing up to their capabilities so far.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Lillard and McCollum, the star-studded backcourt. Davis is out there with Nurkic, and it's Harkless in at the three, the small forward. They get the rebound. Here's McCollum. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. The Grizzlies on offense, coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
I just thought the defense was porous. Got any shot they wanted, really, for most of the evening.
I'll give them credit. Even though they were facing very little resistance, they refused to play down to the level of their competition.
Smitty, will be seeing a pair of teams tonight who both prefer to slow the tempo and play in the half court.
Yeah, these are the team they want to execute, grind it out. Every possession counts. Not a lot of people like watching this type of basketball, but there's a lot of strategy. Memphis Grizzlies is one of those teams. They're going to grind it out and make sure you play at their tempo.
They minimize mistakes, and boy, you got to keep your focus, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Now here's Davis, following the miss by Michael Conley. Clock at 6. Here's Nurkic. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
It's his first trip to the line.
And so far this season, it's been average at best at the line. Only 71% as a shooter.
Two shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And for the Blazers, tremendous scoring talent in their backcourt. How did they turn the corner in the West, Greg?
Clearly, it's going to be with their defense. I think that's where they've had their struggles. They're going to have to get better at the point of attack there and protecting the rim. I think some of it has to do with the lack of discipline, but also you could factor that into being just an inexperienced young group that's still kind of getting their feet wet.
And for the Grizzlies, chemistry and continuity have been a strength, but we're seeing some roster changes too.
Yeah, we are. Vets who have helped establish this team starting to move aside. Age is a factor for this group. Also a move by the team to adapt to modern pace and space basketball.
And the basket by McCollum.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
Here's Parsons, and Parsons slams it in.
This is when I like Parsons the most, when he's not settling and attacking the basket.
And Lillard kicks to Davis. Gasol against Nurkic. Davis sets a screen. Up again. Grizzlies with the rebound. Outside Conley. Evans attacking. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Evans has got his first 2 points of the night.
Tyreek is good at playing bigger than his size. A great finisher, close to the cup.
Screen by Nurkic. And here's McCollum for 3. Headshot off. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way.
Well, this whole period for him, it's been challenging. You can tell he's starting to press. Attacking the defense with the pass. Love the unselfishness.
Trailblazers have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. Davis sets a screen. Fires from the line. Again, McCollum missing.
And you just get the sense the whole period he's been a bit out of sync.
Yep, trying to shoot himself back into this. Regain some confidence first.
Conley with the 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Green with the block.
One of Jermichael's strengths is his shot blocking. Whether he's down low or on the perimeter, he gets up quickly.
And Evans the basket on the assist by Conley. Conley's got his 3rd assist on the night. Lillard dishes to McCollum. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Nurkic, and there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Nurkic has got 6 points. Conley against Lillard. Evans outside. In the corner, Parsons with it. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Davis with the bucket. Evans with it. He had 13 points in the win against Houston. This all setting the pick for Evans. Parsons right side. No one near Conley as he lets it go. That's in, coming off the assist from Parsons.
And Conley has an incredible stroke, especially from deep.
Now, here's Lillard. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Sacramento.
And some of the passes he threaded through the defense were just incredible. He made it look so easy.
And Gasol sends it back.
Love how Gasol patrols the court, always on the lookout to reject a shot.
4 on the shot clock. Shoots off the screen. It's good. McCollum's got his second basket of the game.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
Nurkic with the steal. Now Harkless. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Conley into the lane. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Lillard from outside. Parsons with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And finished off by Gasol.
Tyreek has solid floor awareness. Outstanding at knowing when one of his guys is open.
Portland with the ball. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And you know, when everyone's working together, taking care of their roles, it just makes the game easier.
You know what? We got to see what this offense is capable of. When they get into a rhythm, man, watch out.
Tyreek Evans, the 4th pick back in 2009, won Rookie of the Year.
Averaged 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists right off the bat. And it's been about the injuries in terms of what's held him back. If he can stay healthy, and that's a big if, the talent is obvious.
Whenever a guy is open, Conley will find him. He has a talent for getting the ball to his guys quickly.
Here's Harkless. 9 points last game. Kicks it to Lillard. And they double up Davis. Over Green. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And as the NBA season gets going, some teams look good on paper, but it doesn't always add up. And as a player, Steve, how do you know that your team has a shot to be special? What are the signs that tell you that?
I think training camp, I think the focus, I think you can just feel that chemistry. And a lot of times you've been on teams where you say, it looks good on paper, but it's not going to work well because skill-wise, general managers think it's going to work. But I think personality, sometimes they just clash.
Yeah, and you can't have that. Winning teams may have a little bit of tension, but overall they're on the same page.
You got to be on the same page to win it all.
The first free throw is good. And for the Blazers, Greg, you could make the case they possess the second best backcourt in the NBA after the Splash Brothers with Lillard and McCollum.
Yeah, certainly offensively. I mean, they're just about unguardable. The questions begin at the other end. And when you factor in defense, I think you could find some debate there as some other groups tend to do a better job on that side of the ball.
And back when Dave Yeager was the coach of the Grizzlies, Steve, he admitted they were slow and old. Is that still the case? Does this team need to get more athletic?
Yeah, I think they do. They play at a slow offensive pace. They don't get a lot of transition points. Their outside shooting has improved, but they can use more athletes.
Here's Napier. He had 16 points in the win against Sacramento. Collins passes to Turner. Just 5 to shoot. Over Ennis. Portland again missing.
Well, this is why you see guys shying away from the mid-range jumper. It's a bit of a lost art.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
2 seasons ago, you think about the Blazers. They were a young, overachieving team full of great bargain contracts. Well, yeah, they're still young, but they had to shell out some big-time cash to kind of keep that young nucleus together.
That free throw good for McLemore. And despite spending big money to keep their young talent all together, last season the Blazers, Greg, narrowly made the playoffs and were swept in the first round.
Yeah, and some of those contracts, they have to be a concern. This team doesn't show progress this season. Still, there's something to be said for that stability. This roster given the chance to grow together and develop that chemistry and continuity. Let's see what the ceiling is.
And McLemore drops them both. Trailblazers trail by 3. Napier passes to Swanigan. He feeds it to Collins. He kicks to Napier. Here's the screen. Shot clock at 6. Offensive rebound.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look. That's how it's drawn up. That is, everything but the finish.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Aminu. And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for Memphis.
And the three-point shot was a huge part of their game plan. When it was falling, it made them very hard to defend. Opponents were stretched out all over the place.
Goes up off the inbound, and that one goes long. Trailblazers trail by 3. Pass to Napier. And it's Wright sending it back.
The reach of Wright on display. You have to account for his shot blocking.
Ennis kicks to McLemore. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And so it's Memphis with it. Portland making their last shot. Wright sets a screen. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
He got the space he needed, but just blew the layup. It hurts me to see points lost like that.
Here's Aminu. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
You can't ask for a higher percentage look than the one that he got. I think he lost his concentration.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the Grizzlies, a much improved three-point shooting team last season, Steve. They went from one of the very worst to the middle of the pack a season ago.
Well, they couldn't find perimeter shooter on the wing. They have good shooting big men in Gasol and Jermichael Green. Coach Fizdale's encouraged them to let it fly. He told Marc Gasol if he didn't take 4 a game, he'd sit him down.
No good on the free throw. Smitty, we've seen our share of dominant teams in the past decade. The big 3 in Boston, Miami, of course, with LeBron, KD joining the Warriors. You played against a lot of incredible teams during your terrific career. Which team was the most intimidating for you, or which team did you have the most respect for?
You know, I would say it was later in their career, but intimidation was a factor. When you play against the bad boys in Detroit, I mean, the fouling of those guys. But I think from a sheer talent, it was the Chicago Bulls. They were the first team, especially not my era, won 72 games. They would come in and just steamroll you with their offense, with their defense, and their execution. So those 2 teams were the 2 teams I would think was most intimidating.
And it's Turner off the drive. Can't hit from in close. Memphis leading. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
I was able to talk with Terry Stotts for a minute. We talked about keys to the game, and he thinks shot blocking has to be even more important. He said, look, we want to keep them out front as much as possible, but with our length and timing, we can protect the rim if they break us down. Kevin, he hopes that strategy will help them get their 2nd win in this season series. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Sounds like he really wants them getting after it at the defensive end.
And I expect to see them very active here early, contesting every shot and battling for every rebound.
It's a game plan that's going to take a lot of effort and energy. But if they can pull it off, it'll make things that much easier for them at the offensive end.
And that one misses. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ben McLemore. That is his first foul of the game. Trailblazers trail by 4. Napier kicks to Aminu. There's the pass to Napier. There's the pick. McCollum with the ball. Now defended by McLemore. Baseline J on the way. No good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Dishes it to Chalmers. The feed to McLemore. The tray. And it's Chalmers that time on the assist from McLemore. Chalmers has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
1:44 left in the first. 6 to shoot. Here's Napier, and he comes up with the deuce.
Playing big, willing to go toe-to-toe against a guy who towers over him.
And did you see the separation he got? It's an art, creating that kind of space.
Now here's Wright. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And stolen by Napier. And stolen by Chalmers. Here's McLemore. And it comes off the front of the rim. Trailblazers trail by 5. And here's McCollum for 3. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Chalmers. He gives a bit of a scoring lift to the team, averaging 8 points a game. And that one's good. Wright's got his first bucket of the night.
Wright has always been effective finishing inside.
There's a good screen. Napier dishes to Collins. Here's McCollum. Kept alive. Here's Swanigan. Great D that time from Davis.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And that'll be Memphis as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies retain possession. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the first. Wright sets a screen. Chalmers. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Collins has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Aminu. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Trailblazers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. That one misses. And here's Ennis. And so the first quarter is in the books. Grizzlies lead by 4. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And now a chance to hear from point guard Damian Lillard as he explains his stoic demeanor on the floor.
I was taught to, never let anybody see how you feel. I kind of just embraced it, for my entire life. Just, you wouldn't know if something was going on in my life or not, because as long as I'm taking care of business and doing what I need to be doing, that's all that matters.
I would say we probably shouldn't expect to see Lillard starring in any reality shows about his personal life.
Lillard is a young man who is all about taking care of business.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
Yeah, it's been the defense that has them out in front. But let's see if they can sustain the intensity.
Here are the five Portland has to start the second quarter. McCollum and Aminu are out on the perimeter. Collins is out there with Swanigan, and it's Napier in at the point. Free throw drops for Wright. And while the low post game has lost favor, the high post is still prime turf for a lot of big men. They love to hang out there and do their job. Who do you think are some of the guys who live on the elbows like that succeed?
LaMarcus Aldridge, I think, is one of the best in the business. Blake Griffin is a guy who plays well at that position. They're comfortable. Marc Gasol, Greg Monroe, Anthony Davis, and Karl Anthony Towns. Those guys play all over the floor, but they're very comfortable catching at the elbow. And you know what? As a big guy at that elbow, if you can show shot, one dribble, you're right at the rim.
Collins against Davis. Collins passes to McCollum. Floats one up. The Grizzlies pull it in. Here's Ennis. And two shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the call. Portland the foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. First one falls for him.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
And for the Grizzlies, Chandler Parsons was the biggest free agent signing in franchise history. They've got to hope his knees allow him to make a big-time impact. And they could have used that trying to cut into this league. He's been off all night.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here's Aminu. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Sacramento. Collins, a screen on Chalmers. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And the Grizzlies financially capped out from the Parsons signing. They owed their first-round pick to Portland this last summer. Their 2019 pick goes to Boston. Steve, how do they surround their stars with talent now?
Great question. 7 straight playoff seasons, going for 8. The upside to compete for a title appears elusive. What they have to do is have this group catch fire and get them over the hump.
Now, here's Chalmers. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. To the paint, 6 on the shot clock, and Davis throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's Napier. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And here's McCollum for 3. Sinks the triple. McCollum's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Excellent play call there. The defense was not prepared for the pick, and as a result, they gave up the wide open look.
And Chalmers kicks to McLemore. The dish to Ennis. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Aminu's got his 3rd rebound tonight. And Al-Farouq Aminu gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Marcus All's checked in for Deontay Davis. Chandler Parsons comes in for Ennis. And it's Evans in for Ben McLemore. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Fellas, Al-Farouq Aminu has established himself as a great defensive player, and he wants that recognition. He said, my goal every year is to be Defensive Player of the Year. I want to guard 1 through 4 and even 5 sometimes. I want it to be known that I'm a great defender, and I want the league to recognize that. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Aminu continues to prove his worth on the defensive end. His length and quickness certainly hard to deal with. And Chalmers gets to Gasol. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And they have really leaned on his free throw shooting at times this season. He's been there for them, too, with 88% from the line.
Gasol, no good on the free throw. And Smitty, would you ever be interested in joining a team as a general manager or a personnel guy in a front office in the league?
I would, Kevin. I mean, I love everything about the game of basketball, and obviously played it, been in broadcasting. But a GM role is something I've always talked about, coaching, front office, whatever it may be, I'll be happy because I'm in the game of basketball. And then, Kevin, if I get that job, are you coming with me?
I'm always with you, by your side and ready to go. But let me ask you, when you were playing, Steve, did you consciously think, hey, someday I might be a coach, or I'd like to sit up in the stands and evaluate talent? Does it go through your mind in the throws in the middle of your career?
Yes, it does. And a lot of the guys, I would say my mentors, one was Lenny Wilkins. He did a fantastic job. Player coach at one time. I've talked a lot to him. My wife and Joe Dumar's wife are sisters, so me and Joe have a close relationship. Pat Riley, I picked the brains of the best, and hopefully one day I'll get that chance, and hopefully I'll make that move. But right now, I'm loving what I'm doing.
Michael Conley, he's checked in for fresh. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The Trailblazers have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6. And so he hits the technical free throw. And one of the most dangerous shooters in the league, Damian Lillard, only needs a sliver of daylight grade to get that baby off.
Yeah, I mean, he'll brush off the comparisons to Steph Curry, but he presents some of the same problems for the defense. Deep range, a quick release, and just one of the nastiest step-back jumpers in the game.
That one's not going to go. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Following this one, they get to host the Memphis. That will complete this 4-game homestand.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Outside Conley. From 18 feet away. And Evan Turner pulls it down. Trailblazers trail by 11. Here's Harkless. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And it's Evans in the corner. That's tipped, but he recovers it. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Lillard with it. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game. Passes to Evans. Parsons on the wing. And he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle, too.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Well, a max contract last season for Chandler Parsons, despite, Greg, his history of knee injuries. That was a bold move by the Grizzlies.
Yeah, and they've needed a great two-way wing player for years. Hopefully, Parsons can get healthy and fulfill that role for this team.
One shot, find the lanes.
Well, the league has long had a rookie orientation program. People rave about it. It continues to develop and evolve. More recently, Steve, they've created a program for players transitioning to retirement. This is an outstanding idea. What's important with that in your eyes?
I'm glad you brought that up, Kevin. I think the rookie orientation should even start even earlier. I think it should start at the college level. Not saying that everybody's going to make it to the NBA, but it helps you what they give you just in a game of life. And then transitioning to retirement, I think it should be the first day you sign that NBA contract, the transition should start, because it could end with an injury. And obviously we know even if you play a lengthy career, in 10 or 12 years it's over.
Like if you were going to talk to a young player and if the player said, Steve, give me one thing that I need to remember as I go through my career and then it ends, what's the one piece of advice you would feed to a young player about what's going to be at the end of this journey?
Well, I think, first of all, there's a couple things, Kevin, and I have to answer. First, you got to keep your value system. Second, financially, you got to understand is make it simple as possible. You're not going to be able to live on the same type of salary for the rest of your life. So if you have a contract, say $20 million, in a simple way, divide that up for like 50 years, because that's how much you're going to need to be able to live off on.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
And it's Conley penetrating. Gasol wide open. He fires. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 6 assists now in the game. And Lillard kicks to Turner. Pass to Harkless. On the wing, Davis. Just 5 to shoot. Gasol with the steal. And it's Memphis on the break. And it's Parsons slamming it down.
Wow, Parsons getting creative up there.
And that replay sponsored by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment, giving us an excellent perspective on the play. Now here's Turner. He had 10 points in the win against Sacramento. Davis with a screen on Parsons. Right side Davis. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. They get Marc Gasol. The Trailblazers have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Davis.
And good job they're doing at the line this quarter. They'll need to continue converting those free throws.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And here are the Grizzlies now. They're on a 14-5 run. Gasol is screen on Turner. Evans kicks to Conley. It's not going to go for him. Nice D from Lillard. Feeds it to Nurkic over Gasol. And that one goes long.
Well, this is what happens when you're a threat down low. You attract a lot of defensive attention.
Now here's Turner. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
Yeah, Lillard always looking to shoot from the outside. The D cannot give him daylight.
Now here is Conley. Outside Gasol. He dishes it to Parsons. Out to Conley. That's in, coming off the assist from Parsons. Conley's got 6 points.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
You know, for the most part, their perimeter D is holding up, but they might have to sacrifice some of that to close down the lane.
And here's a look now at the shot chart showing the field goals attempted locations for McCollum.
Well, we know that this team can shoot a lot better from deep. But tonight it's just not there for them. They can keep firing and hope they can shoot their way out of this funk. But if they continue to shoot it like they have from beyond the arc thus far, they'll just be beating themselves.
Now Turner. Lillard outside. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
Evans kicks to Green. He feeds it to Gasol. Green, the screen. On the wing, Green. 6 to shoot. Here's Parsons. And that one hits back iron. Trailblazers trail by 14. The shot by Harkless, no good. And David Fisdale, 8 seasons in Miami as an assistant coach, including 2 seasons as assistant head coach. He's been a top coaching prospect for years.
Well, he's dreamed of becoming a head coach. What he does is he has an unbelievable work ethic. He's determined. Also, he has a great feel for the game, and he has a great relationship with his players and the city of Memphis.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And Parsons gets it to go.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Turner. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Conley against Lillard. Outside Conley. Kicks it to Evans. Green with a screen for Evans. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
The Trailblazers have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. Some changes for Memphis. Davis is checked in for Jermichael Green. Ennis comes in for Chandler Parsons. And McLemore is subbed in for Evans. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. And the Grizzlies leading by 17. Here's McLemore. Good work defensively by Turner.
No hesitation. He took it right to the rack. But a quick reaction by the defense.
Left side Davis. He kicks it to Ennis. And a missed layup.
Can't finish. And defensively, nice job of altering the shot without fouling.
Out to the right wing. Here's Napier. They get the rebound. Collins shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
Pass to Gasol. The 3. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. 14 points for Marc Gasol.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Outside Turner. Here's the screen. Out left to the wing. Here's Napier. Collins kicks to Napier. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. To the paint. Here's Swanigan. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
That's what happens when you get an excellent screen like that. He had plenty of space to slash right toward the basket.
It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Conley kicks to Gasol. Now here's McLemore. He's covered closely. And Davis can't get it to go. Trailblazers trail by 14. 24 seconds left here in the second. Outside Turner. Here's Napier, covered by Conley. Plenty of space. Knocked away.
And the defense daring him to shoot that. Good plan right there.
Puts up a 3. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
How about that? Just a perfect finish to the half as they tack on another 3 to their lead.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And if they keep draining the threes like they've been so far, their lead is safe. Right back after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We're going to break down all the action from the first half. The first half went really well for Chandler Parsons. He had 14 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 steals. Kenny, what'd you think about the Grizzlies?
Well, it comes down to confidence. From the opening tip, these guys had that swag. They had the attitude that you can't beat us, we could only beat ourselves.
Shaq, how do you think Portland played?
Well, first of all, as cold as they've been from the floor, I can't say I'm surprised by the score. You cannot shoot the ball that poorly and expect to be in the game, Ernie. They need better ball movement. If their offense stays this stagnant, they could forget about a comeback.
That'll do it for now. The second half of action coming right up.
Doesn't the Mississippi River look simply spectacular in the moonlight here tonight? Welcome back, everyone, to Memphis. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. It's been quite a game for Chandler Parsons.
And through the first 2 quarters, he was extremely aggressive, picked up a number of steals.
He did a nice job reading their plays as they were developing. His anticipation was off the charts.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. And the Grizzlies leading by 17. Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So on the floor for Memphis. Parsons on the outside at 3 with Green at power forward. Conley out there with Evans, and it's Gasol and at the 5 roaming the paint. And Portland has possession.
Talk about steady floor generals. Mike Conley definitely comes to mind. Very stingy with his turnovers. He's always under control.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, the Portland Trailblazers are developing a great chemistry for a young team. Damian Lillard takes the team to San Diego every September for bonding purposes, and he told me how much we like each other, how much time we spend around each other. That shows you a team that is really together. It is a unit. We have each other's back. Kevin?
And it's critical to establish camaraderie early on. Thank you, D.A. Sounds like Lillard has this team headed in the right direction. And Mike Conley, exactly what you want, Steve, in a point guard. He ticks all the boxes.
He does. He makes the game easier for his teammates. He's a competitor, but more importantly, he's a coach on the floor.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
There's a screen. McCollum kicks to Nurkic. The pass to Lillard. Looking to get back on track here. No good there. Good work defensively by Conley. And the Grizzlies leading by 17. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
You know what? Mike Conley is so crafty. Finding a way to take the bump and weave through the defense.
Nurkic a screen on Conley. Davis kicks to Harkless. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. Over Gasol. Nurkic can't hit.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Right side Gasol. And Gasol with the dunk.
Well, you leave a guy that open with Parsons on the floor, and you know he's going to find him.
Trailblazers trail by 21. And Lillard kicks to Davis. Screen by Nurkic. Parsons comes with a double team. And finished off by Davis.
It's always risky to throw the double team at someone. You have to be aware of who you're leaving open.
Here is Conley. 13 points in the game. Outside for Gasol. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. And Marc Gasol, one of the best passing big men in the NBA. He averages as many assists as a lot of starting point guards.
You know what? As a terrific passer at the center spot and shooter, he's a zone buster in that high post. Great vision, and he can see over the top of the defense.
Without question, Marc Gasol displaying his skills today.
The man has been relentless scoring inside, attacking the rim every chance he gets. Their defense has been powerless to stop him. We'll see what adjustments they make coming out of this timeout.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Chalmers is checked in. And a switch here also for Portland. Aminu's checked in. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Nurkic a screen on Chalmers. Here's Lillard, and he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Lillard's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Now here's Parsons. He's got 14. Good D by McCollum. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. The feed now to Lillard. Davis kicks to McCollum. Nurkic setting the pick for McCollum. Clock at 6. Evans with some nice D. And the Grizzlies leading by 20. Here's Parsons. Stolen by McCollum. Lillard from outside. And it's Lillard again missing for Memphis. They've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Nobody near Parsons. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans.
And that's how Parsons makes his living. Great shooter off the catch.
And Lillard kicks to Davis. Screen by Nurkic. Dishes it to Lillard. They get it back. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
For Portland, they have gone 9 of 13 from the line.
Shooting 1.
And the free throw, no good.
Did you know Marc Gasol had never shot more than 17 three-pointers in a season? Last season, he fired up over 250 of them. He connected at a high rate also.
Here is Lillard. 9 points in the game so far. Now the dish to McCollum. They set the pick. Off the screen. And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist by McCollum. 8 points for Nurkic. And Steve Coach Fizdale told Gasol, I want you shooting at least 4 triples a game. So Gasol has the green light.
And what impresses me, his field goal percentage stayed steady, even when he took all those triples. Gasol, a great shooter from everywhere. What a luxury to have from your center position.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Two shots.
That free throw good from Gasol.
What I like about Marc Gasol, you get everything. Scoring, passing, block shots, rebounding. He's the total package.
And so Marc Gasol nails both of them. Trailblazers trail by 21. McCollum with the ball. He's got 8. Pass to Nurkic. Feeds to Lillard. From the arc. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And now Portland on the break. Here's Aminu. And Gasol sends it back. Kicks it out to Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And that's 12 points for Lillard.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Third 3 of the game for him, first in this half.
Gasol, a screen on Aminu. Evans dishes to Gasol. He can't get that one. Great D that time from Nurkic. McCollum left side. And the Trailblazers another 3.
He has great instincts on the offensive end. He's tough to contain.
And the Grizzlies leading by 15. Now here's Chalmers. He's got 5. And Davis pulls it down. And here are the Blazers. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Great positioning on the putback.
They continue to be outworked and outmuscled on the backboard.
Memphis has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Chalmers with it. Lillard picks him up. Parsons passes to Gasol. Shoots over Nurkic. And another miss by Memphis. Trailblazers trail by 13. The shot by Lillard wide open. Misses the 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The Grizzlies have gone 9 of 13 from the line.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Davis is checked in for Gasol. Wright comes in for Green. Ennis, he's checked in for Chandler Parsons. And it's Ben McLemore in for Tyreke Evans. And so Chalmers nails both of them.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
You start to wonder, in my opinion, is it better to take everything to the rack now or to try at least draw some fouls?
And we take a look here at the shot chart for the Grizzlies.
And it's really been a tremendous night. He's been efficient. He's been a major driving force in this offense. And it's no small task to try to slow him down. Once he gets rolling, like we've seen in this game so far, watch out.
Now Turner, they set the screen. And the basket by Napier. Memphis leading by 12. Here's Chalmers. Pass to Davis. It's stolen by Aminu. And here we go. Fast break. Turner's got it. Here's Napier. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. Turner's got 6 assists in the game. And Chalmers kicks to McLemore. To the inside, Davis. It's deflected. Here's Napier. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Davis dishes to Chalmers. Memphis moving it around. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession.
All right, a moment to check out the stats for McLemore. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's around 10 points per game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And to have a knockdown shooter like that coming off the bench, a great asset for any coach.
For sure, things can get stagnant without that spark plug. He always seems to supply points for them in bunches.
And it goes down 2 points. Aminu's got 5 now.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Wright sets a screen. Here's Chalmers. That's tipped. And here's Aminu. 5 points in the game. And there's the call on Brandon Wright. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, I mean, the way he's climbing all over him on that one, no way the officials are going to miss that.
Yeah, he needed a ladder there. Terrible judgment as to how high and how far he could reach.
Outside Turner. He dishes it to Napier. Outside Turner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Ennis. That one a little long. Grizzlies have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. That's tipped. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Turner.
And a lot to like about that play, particularly how it ends.
Yeah, at the rack. That's what you want in transition, a high percentage look.
Now here's Ennis. Back to Chalmers. He feeds it to McLemore. Shot to end this cold run. It's deflected.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Turner passes to Napier. Back to Turner. Kicks to Collins. The 3. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Turner.
When he gets it going from out there, look out.
Now, here's Chalmers. He's guarded closely. Right outside. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Well, we like to keep you up to date on the fresh talent in the league, so let's check in on the rookie block leaders. And you look at Collins, a fierce inside defender, tops in the NBA in blocks.
Well, he has clearly established himself as the premier rim protector in this year's rookie class.
Shoot 2.
The first free throw is good. Mike Conley's checked in for Ennis. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Harkless is checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. So he gets them both. Trailblazers trail by 5. Napier kicks to Turner and stolen by Chalmers. And oh, here we go. Conley, nobody back. Good, and it's Chalmers with the assist that time. 15 points for Conley.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Napier kicks to Harkless. Chalmers against Turner. There's the pick. Pass to Napier. Shot clock at 6. Fires high post. Lets the 3 fly. The shot by Turner no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. There's McLemore.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
He shot 3 of 5 from the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And McLemore drops them both. Trailblazers trail by 9. Napier passes to Swanigan. He kicks it to Collins. Inside. Down it goes. Nice one there from Swanigan. Swanigan's got 6.
Assertive in the painted area. This is what every coach preaches.
Conley kicks to McLemore. And again, Memphis no good. Trailblazers shooting a pretty low 34% thus far. Turner dishes to Collins. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he makes the first. And he makes both free throws. .26 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Chalmers with it. 9 points in the game so far. Davis with a screen on Turner. 6 on the shot clock. Wright sets a screen. Shot off the pick. And it's Portland with the rebound. Last time they met was in Portland this season.
Yeah, and they really squeaked out a close one in that last matchup. Came down to just a few turnovers that gave them the margin of victory.
The third quarter comes to a close. Grizzlies out in front, leading by 5. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Be strong with your post-ups. Be strong with your drives to the basket. Go up and knock down shots. But I'm telling you, it's not about this end. All right, we're letting this end affect what we do down there.
Trying to balance things out a little bit better. Terry Stotts wants to see aggressiveness on both ends.
Yeah, trading baskets is the last thing on his mind right now. He wants a full commitment from all 5 guys over this next stretch.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the 4th quarter. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Swanigan is out there with Collins. Then it's Evan Turner. Then there's Mo Harkless. And it's Napier in at the 1 spot. Memphis leading. Now here is Conley. It's Davis on the wing. He's guarded by Collins. Loads it up for Davis. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Portland with the rebound. Collins has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Harkless with the bucket. And for Memphis, they're shooting reasonably well, 45%. And McLemore gets to Conley. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
I really enjoy watching Conley take it all the way. Defense can't match it with his blinding speed.
4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Napier passes to Swanigan. The feed to Collins. And there's the pass to Swanigan. Over in the corner, Turner. And the 3 off target. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Conley kicks to right. Kicks it out to Parsons. The 3-pointer, no good. Portland trailing here. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. The putback, and Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Conley with it, picked up by Turner. Conley kicks to McLemore. Parsons for 3, hits the 3-point bomb. Parsons got 20.
All about converting your opportunities. He just hit his 2nd 3 of this half, 3rd of the night.
Now here's Harkless, covered by Parsons. Harkless with the bucket.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Now Conley. In the corner, it's McLemore. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 10 assists here tonight. So active.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Now here's Harkless. And he uses the glass on the layup. Harkless has got 7 points for the quarter.
He turned on the Jets as soon as he got that screen and went right to the hole. Great decision making there.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
The reason why is you like to get value every time down the floor, but that does take a lot of discipline.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Marcus All's checked in for Davis. Green comes in for Wright, and it's Evans in for McLemore. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Coach Fizdale was going over with his team. He told his team to keep looking for those perimeter shots. He said their defense is not respecting us, so let's keep shooting until they come out on us, guys.
All right, David, thanks. Harkless with the steal. McCollum with the ball. Conley picks him up, and the basket by McCollum.
Big shot. As soon as he got an opening, boy, did he let it fly.
He doesn't need a second invitation. If the D's going to give him that much room, he'll jump at the chance to take the hero shot.
Now here's Parsons, and here's Gasol outside, and Harkless pulls it down. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Lillard against Evans. Dishes it to Harkless. Here's Davis. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. They get Marc Gasol. One drops. He ties it up. He doesn't get the second one.
He wanted to get his team the lead, and even though he didn't, he should feel good. At least he tied it up.
Parsons dishes to Conley. Back to Parsons. Gasol passes to Evans. Shoots over Lillard. Evans, good. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
And even when the D is all over him, Tyreke Evans finds a way. So patient in the post.
Nurkic a screen on Conley. And Lillard kicks to Harkless. And he uses the glass on the layup. Harkless has got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Conley dishes to Gasol. Kicks it out to Parsons. And it's off from three-point range.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Gasol against Nurkic to take the lead. And Mo Harkless, the basket on the assist by Nurkic. 11 points for Harkless.
He's been making plays all quarter on a terrific hot streak, helping to build out this lead.
Green, the screen, to the middle, off the pick, and Green slams it in.
Beautiful pass by Conley coming off the pick. Sometimes on defense, it's pick your poison.
Lillard, the pass to Harkless. Over Parsons. He can't get that one. Grizzlies have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Here's Evans. Look at that.
Nice. Gotta love the toughness Evans provides. Fantastic at finishing despite getting hit.
One shot.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Lillard outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And that's 15 points for Damian Lillard.
Hey, continue to stack it up from 3. He's got 2 in each half so far.
Gasol, a screen on Lillard. Conley kicks to Evans. Evans can't get that one to fall. Portland's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Harkless on the wing. Screen by Nurkic. Harkless dishes to Lillard. Off target from three-point range. Grizzlies have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Hits it from three-point range.
No way to contest Conley on the catch and shoot. He's so fast at getting his shot off.
And here's McCollum. Michael Conley getting his 3 to go. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Lillard's got 6 points in the quarter.
Having a monster night from beyond the arc. He had 2 bombs in the first half, now 3 more since.
Conley against Davis. And there's the foul. It'll go on Mo Harkless. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Over in the corner, Conley. Offensive rebound, Gasol. Great D that time from Nurkic. McCollum with the ball. Evans picks him up from 12 feet out. McCollum no good. For Memphis, they've gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the 4th. That's about 43%. And it's Conley penetrating. The shot by Evans, nobody around. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
I love how he's been more patient in this second half, shooting only the shots he feels he can make.
Lillard against Conley. Here's Harkless, and it's Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after. They double team Conley. Parsons outside, fires for 3. Fresh 24 for Memphis. Evans outside. There's the dish to Gasol. Kicks it out to Parsons. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Chandler Parsons gives you a little bit of everything. He can dribble it, he can shoot it, he can pass it. A very versatile player.
Two shots.
First free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. Trailblazers trail by 5. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Passes it to Harkless. Feeds it to Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. Nurkic setting the pick for Lillard. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J. Lillard's got 20 points. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Outside Conley. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket, shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
With the game's momentum up for grabs, Conley values being the guy to take the crucial shot. Just a remarkable score in these situations.
Lillard from outside. Grizzlies with the rebound. Conley with it. Lillard picks him up. Conley dishes to Evans. Over Harkless, and Evans the basket on the assist from Conley. Now it's a 7-point Grizzly lead.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Nurkic's screen on Evans. Screen by Nurkic. Over Green. Nurkic can't hit. And the Grizzlies with possession. Evans passes to Green. He goes up again. And it's Evans missing. Trailblazers trail by 7. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
3-pointer, Lillard. Here's Davis. Count the basket and the foul. Michael Conley picks one up.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
the Grizzlies leading by 4. Evans outside. And Parsons kicks to Gasol. No good on the shot. Now Portland takes it the other way. It's McCollum on the wing. Covered by Evans. Davis dishes to Lillard. Tips it. It's good on the putback. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 19 rebounds.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Now here's Parsons. Pass to Gasol. Nurkic with the block. Here's Lillard. He dishes it to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. There's the screen. McCollum with the ball. Evans picks him up. Screen by Nurkic. 4 on the clock.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Now here's Conley. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's McCollum in the corner. Knocks down the 3.
What more can you ask for?
Phenomenal here in the clutch. This is what fans tune in to see.
Parsons on the wing. He's guarded by McCollum.
He had it rolling and then lost it for some reason. Let's see if he can get it back while it still matters.
And an intentional foul right there. There's 25 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Every little bit helps. Outstanding work hitting those free throws.
And here is Conley. In the corner, Parsons with it. Connects! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Ice water in his veins. Parsons coming up big with that bucket.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
Tremendous showing of confidence by getting those 2 to fall.
Timeout called. The Grizzlies. They're down by 5. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Yusuf Nurkic.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. That they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
Out left to the wing. And here's Gasol outside. Connects! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
The calm attitude of Gasol, not letting the moment overwhelm him. Just taking his time and finishing off the bucket.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
Well, this is how you close out. Beautiful job.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're trailing by 4. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And this huddle up about 2 things, the quick shot and then the quick foul.
And you're right. And if they do get the bucket, you love to foul someone who isn't automatic from the line. That would take good denial of the ball on the inbounds.
And now they foul and stop the clock. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
That's why you want him at the line when the game is close. He knows how to deliver in the clutch.
And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Damian, it looks like this team's progress can be measured by your improvement at the defensive end. And did we see that tonight?
We made some mistakes like every other basketball team does, but I think we did a great job of making adjustments. You know, we got a little more physical. You know, we did a great job of that.
And that led to a big win, Damian. Thanks for your time, man. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.